As a theater teacher, you probably have this, the Notebook. And you probably have books about theater, Shakespeare. You probably have materials to use in your classroom. You probably have scripts and more scripts. You probably have more teaching materials. You probably have books that you've accumulated and created yourself. Every year you probably go, this is the year that I accumulate, that I culminate everything that I know into one binder. Nope. Then you have another folder of more materials. Then you have more materials. This is my more Shakespeare material. Then you have random scripts that you draw from for creativity. Then you have more materials that you can use in your classroom or for lessons. Then you have this lesson book. Oh, I have this lesson folder with random things that I've accumulated. Then I have years and years of research for more activities and this activity and that. Oh, and here's more scripts that I use in the classroom that are just randomly in another folder. Then I have this one with more notes about, oh, here's an activity for a warm up. And then I have graphic organizers. And this one has more graphic organizers. Just what I need. More things in my classroom. I have more activities. More activities. Wow. So many activities. Look at this. Then I have another notebook filled with notes, random activities that I've accumulated from books or ones that I've created myself and experimented with, and worksheets. Where does it end? Well, it ends now. Look at this. This is half. This isn't even half of it. This is just a portion that I want to show you. Because I have this notebook. Because one year I was like, I'm going to put it all together. I'm going to do it. This is the year. And I failed. Look at this. I have activity. This is rhythm characters and lighting. And I have mask workshop. And I have curriculum. And this is like, oh, this is my planning. Then I have an adventure that we went on for younger kids. Then I have an ensemble activity. And I have a sculpture activity for tableau and for character. So many, just so many. It ends now because right now I want to show you something that I've been building behind the scenes because this is the year that I extremely transformed the way I teach. Just a moment. This is Juliet. I've created the ultimate theater platform. This is Drama Companion right up here. Drama Companion is an ecosystem for theater teachers. You can plan, you can organize activities, you can upload activities, you can use all the activities that are up here, and you can sort your activities, and you can also plan your activities. You can have a lesson notebook for all of your units, for your classes. I have classes. These are my classes, and these are your units. So let's start with Juliet. Juliet draws from the library. The library. Now, what you'll be greeted with is a beautiful Discover activity. You don't know where to begin? Select that. That's a test. Don't worry about it. Now you have a scene, something you want to do in the classroom. You don't know how to teach it. You have a nice little photo here to help you get started to know what to do. You have your kind of summary, and then you select that, and it tells you how to do it. Two players perform a short scene where one presents the other with a gift, and the receiver's emotion reaction intensifies step by step and then culminates in a full peak reaction and major change. Tells you exactly how to do it. Now, how do you do it? This is the instructions, teaching tips. Now, you want more. You want more about this activity. You go to the resources. You have a full thing of how to do it. This is just the skeleton script. Do that. And you would add it to the lesson. Let's try another one. Boxing match. This gives you an example of like a little heads up of how to do it. Now you have a full slideshow. A full slideshow that you can present or you can just learn from to do the activity. Now, that's one thing. Let's say you want the actual catalog, the full catalog. We want to do scene work. These are all the scene work activities. So let's say we want to develop a comedic skeleton event scene. This is a longer activity, but what you're doing is you're working in pairs and you're developing a script, like a simple skeleton script, and it tells you how to do it. It even has a skeleton script for you to do. It has a visual. It has the actual slideshow, all ready to go all the time. Now, activities wouldn't be anything without lessons. Let's go to our lesson notebook. So I created a lesson here. Teach. I'm going to teach the lesson. This is what you look at. This is your lesson. You have all of these activities that you want to do. You start with your warm-up. You start with your warm-up. You can either bring this up on your laptop or you can memorize it. It's up to you. But every year, you can do this activity in the beginning of the year or in the middle of the year, and you have your calendar and you set when you want to do that activity. It's amazing. This has transformed the way I teach. Here we go. Here's another lesson. I have 3 activities. I know I'm going to do an exercise. I'm going to do scene work and scene work. That way I have a variety. I know the energy level of the activities. I know how much focus my class needs. The first one is slightly slower, lower amount of focus needed, and then it ramps up, and then it kind of finishes with a little bit of an exit activity. And there we go. This is a little easier activity, and it's a high energy activity. And of course, you have your resource. We have a script that you can project just to help students stay focused. You have the whole slideshow. This is the slideshow. It's 10 slides. It helps you with tips and tricks. Now, let's say you need adaptations. You need variations. You can do extensions. This gives you classroom conditions. Oh, I want something that's really contained, but I want high energy, but I need a stage. Okay, just make sure. Now you want reflection questions. You always want to reflect on everything you do. So we have questions that you can ask. Everything is there. Everything is there. So you can edit the activity. You can edit everything you need to edit. It comes with a deliverable. You always have to have something they're going to create or do. You have a target for your lesson. Now I want to add to this. So I go to I add activities to my hand. I'm going to browse the full catalog because the Discover activity is not working for me right now. Well, it's working, but I want to be specific. So I'm going to do something like a game. I'm going to do a game. I'm going to look down here. And let's do Man Overboard. So I'm going to go to Man Overboard. I'm going to add to lesson. I'm going to go up here, see add one in hand. I'm going to close out that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop this activity down to where I want it. And I'm going to end the lesson with Man Overboard as an activity. That's what I want to do last. Now I'm done editing. There we go. Now I have finished this lesson. I'm going to publish the lesson. And now if I want to, I have the share link. I go up here. I can send it to administration. My lesson is ready right here. This is for my admin. The admin will be able to see what I'm going to do in my lesson. You can download a PDF of the lesson if you really want to. I don't necessarily recommend printing out these lessons, but you can. The whole point is to have it digital and contained. Everything's contained. You don't no longer have that paper tiger, but you can do a PDF if you really want to print it out. You can always edit your lesson. You can always add or subtract activities. The activities are fully realized. Every activity has an outcome. Now, you can even go to different filters, like there's different tags, there's skills, like skill level, if I only want beginner, or I want intermediate, advanced, or expert. These are, levels of theater. Then you have ages. And then my favorite is output. So I just want moments. These are moments. These aren't full scenes. These are just things that you might do. An example would be Bibbidi Bibbidi Bop. Everybody knows Bibbidi Bibbidi Bop, and you do little, little scenarios, little moments within Bibbidi Bibbidi Bop. Now you have resources. You have how to play that. You also have uh, how to run, as I've shown you before, adaptations. Now you can see you need a large room, but it's very contained. It's high energy. You have reflection questions. Not really much on that one. There's not much to reflect on. Let's see. You want to do a piece. These are pieces are not scenes. They're just like little projects, right? They're pantomimes. Like here's a face sculpture. This is a fun little thing. You do face sculptures. Everything is gorgeous, easy to read. How do you run it? This is how I would run it. And then if I want to get the material here. So if I want to create a lesson, I either go to craft new lesson or I go to Juliet. Now here's Juliet. Let's create, I want to do monologues. No, I want to do scenes. So I want to do scene work. Let's do comedy scene work with status. So we're learning about status. So I can go to the filters if I want to. We're going to be exclusive. We're going to go to grade. We're going to go middle school because I teach middle school. We're going to go to intermediate. Intermediate seems to be my favorite because it kind of is friendly to everyone. We're going to do format. We're going to craft. And we're going to go to tags. We're going to do character because we want character. We're going to do commedia because it's comedy. We're going to do scene work and acting challenges. So you can see you have your tags on the bottom. We're going to generate the lesson. Now, it does take about a minute. I'm not going to lie to you. It does take a minute, but it's a lot easier to start with something to get inspired. And what Juliet is doing, it's not creating activities. It's finding activities for you. It's searching through all the metadata that I've added to all these lessons and activities. And what it's doing is it's piecing together the best activities for your filters and for what you've prompted it to do. It will create a beautiful lesson for you, typically around 3 or 4 activities. I found that it picks around 3 activities, and then you can add or subtract and go from there. It's a really good way to start and be inspired. Sometimes there's days where you just don't feel inspired to create an like a lesson. And so what it does is it puts it together for you. You get to put in what you want to teach, and it tells you like the topic, and it tells you activities that would work. There's about 200 activities. There's always going to be more because I will show you that you can add activities, your own activities. If you have banger activities that you want to add to this, you can add scripts. I will show you that in a moment. So it takes about a minute. It really isn't that long when you think about how long lesson planning can be. You can go get a sandwich. You can go get some chips. You can drink your tea. Here we go. I got some tea here. You have some, you can get a snack. You can go to the bathroom. You can flip through activities that you might have in a notebook and add them here. It doesn't take very long. It takes about a minute. I don't think that's a long time to have to wait. Here we go. We have our lesson. The gift that flipped the power. Interesting. Interesting. We have 3 activities. We're starting with a devising activity. Very nice. So we're going to start with Three's Company. I don't know why there's no photo, but this is how to do it. Very nice. We have adaptations. We have all these things. Reflections. Everybody knows LCR. LCR is what I call palm tree. Some people call it palm tree. Here's some prompts. So if you don't know how to do it, everybody knows palm tree. You know, the left side is the branch and the middle side is the trunk. Very basic. But then as you go down, you have more events. There are many events that happen, and there's 25 of these, and you can have a lot of fun. I've used this several times in the lesson. I don't know why there's no photo. There usually is a photo. Okay, this is great. This is a staging lab. We have a motion, position, pose, and gesture. So I've call it EPOG. So it's a motion, stage position, pose, and gesture. So for every line, and I've gotten a lot of mileage out of this activity. And if you don't know how to do it, you select that. You have your slideshow, as I've shown you, the slideshow of what to do, how to do it, best practices. It's a little complicated, but this is for you to learn. And then once you do it, you know, every line is a new painting. So you have a motion, placement, pose, gesture, EPOG. So that's just an activity that you can do in your classroom. This is wonderful. And then you have, I got you a gift. So then this is another, we brought it up again. So we have the gift, and now you have your lesson. So I want to edit it. I'm going to edit. I'm going to go to activity. I'm going to add activity. I'm going to go to browse full catalog. I want to do scene work, and I'm going to search the activities for comedy. Why not? Character substance. No, actually, I want to do improv. So I'm going to do improv. Here we go. Ooh, this one's good. Stay on the phone with me. So now we have 2 players are on a phone call with completely opposing goals. Player A needs to finish the call and complete a practical task. Player B needs to keep them on the line at all costs. So then you have this fun little improv scene that they can practice and go from there. And then this one is incomplete for some reason, but it is. It's always a work in progress. So now you have another one, but I'm going to add this one. I'm going to add it to the lesson. You can see that you have one in your hand. Close this up. Now you drag and drop. I'm going to do this one as my bridge activity. And now I have 4 activities done. I don't need to publish it or share it. This is for my own good. Now, I have this lesson. This is my lesson. Wonderful. What do I do with it? I could technically teach it from here. I can assign it. So I'm going to click this little folder button. I'm going to assign it to a class. I'm going to put it in my Commedia 101, and then I move it. But I'm not going to do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my calendar. I'm going to teach tomorrow, the 4th. I'm going to teach at, heck, I have this class at 8 o'clock. I'm going to select the gift that flipped the power. Now I have it in my calendar. Go to the month view. You see the little dot. Now I have a lesson scheduled. You can see that it's about an hour. It's 74 minutes, but it's about a little over an hour. And then you hit play, and now your lesson pops up and you're ready to go. So go to the calendar, select. This is my schedule for August 4th, Tuesday. Students haven't come yet, but still, let's just say. So now I'm ready to go. I know what I'm going to teach. I'm teaching intermediate theater. I'm going to hit play, and now we go. Now, if I want to edit the lesson, here we go. See? Beautiful. Done editing. Back. There are so many resources. Another thing that I actually have on this website that I've done is add scripts. So these are the scripts that I've written or compiled or adapted. They're very funny. So we have, let's say, the portal tells you how to do it, adaptations, reflection. So now you go to the resource, and there's your script that you can print out. This is a script for, different, like a classroom. You can perform these. You would just have to bring them to performance. But you can see there's like high energy, it's intermediate, maybe even expert, depending on like what it does. Has status play, as you can see here. It's beautiful. Now, here's a good one. This is a funny script. Vinny's VR sales and also repair. It's very funny about a guy who's trying to pull one over on somebody that's trying to get a VCR repaired. Very funny. So then you would play that out in your classroom. Now, in order to add something to the lesson, you do have to be in edit mode. You can't just add something. So just so you know. Now, let's say I'm in the lesson and I want to create an activity. This is for you to add an activity to the library. You're going to get the official content. So that's for me. You won't see this. But basically, you can upload a PDF if you have files on your computer, and what it does is it fills out all of this information for you, or you can start from scratch. If you want a beautiful image, you click generate with AI and it will create an image relative to what information and the summary and the description, and you have the back of the card, right? You have the expanded card. So that's the front of the card, conditions. So you have all this stuff that you can do, but if you upload it, the program will do it for you. So all of that is amazing. You can devise things. These are devising. So they're not really scenes. They're like little projects. Like a tableau isn't really a scene, but it's a way to do something. So you have. Now, here's something that's interesting. Let's say you're doing Tableau and you need some inspiration. Well, I have a prompt generator. The prompt generator is amazing. So we have events. So now you're going to do a family new prompt, an important test, and they're really fun. They're really fun. I don't know why I keep showing family reunion. There's a lot of them. So anyway, you can go through there. If you're doing an animal activity, there's different activities. Now, if you really want to add your own, these are all the prompts. Let's see, you can add your own. Add prompt, add category, back to generator. So you can add a prompt. You select the category. You would have to create the category first if you want to create your own category. And so you can manage your prompts. I always suffered from not having prompts. I would have every class or every day, I would create a prompt on a note card, and then I would have note cards. And this is so much better. You can just have the kids or your students just click new prompt, and nobody fights over the prompts. You have vehicles and themes and careers for characters. Very fun. Now we have a rehearsal clock. If you want to set the timer for 3 minutes, they have 7 minutes to do something in their groups. You just project this and you have it ready to go. I understand there's screens with that, but if you want to stay within the Drama Companion ecosystem, you can do that. Now, here's an awesome thing. You have a casting hat. You can pick a student. Now Kendrick is going to work. And now we have Jamie. And you can remove from the hat. Now we also have a group generator. So we have number of groups or your students per group. We want number of groups. We want 3 groups. Oh, sorry. 3 groups, generate groups, and it creates yellow team, red team, green team. Now, I don't know why it didn't put 2 in group 3, but that's fine. Let's try it again. I don't know why it did that. It should. There we go. Oh, computers. We have a group of 1. So then you would just put 1 in the other one. So that's fine. So that way you can create groups. It works better when you have a lot more students. But you can manage your classes. You can add students to your classes. This is my 6th. I just made a fake one, but you have different people. It's so much nicer than having to jump to a different tab on your computer. So that's that. That's Drama Companion. Drama Companion has changed my life. It's always going to get better. It is a work in progress. You can hit craft new lesson and it'll bring up your lessons like a blank lesson, and then you add to it. And this is what the lessons look like when they're generated. Wonderful. And you can create your classes. I don't know why she's so angry. That's an old generation. So as you can see, I've come a long way. I love this painted style, and it helps to know what to do. So here we go. That's that. Tell me what you think. I love your feedback. Julia is a powerful tool, and I'm so happy with it. So happy with it. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear you. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to see how you would use it. And I'd love to see you kind of move into your own Drama Companion account and add some of your own awesome activities and build it from there. Now, your account has your activities and my activities. Not everyone shares activities. I was thinking about making a community, but I worry about the having slop. So right now everything's curated, and I know that every activity has like 99% of them have a resource and explanations. So I don't want people to just put up a title and then, oh, I did it, no. So we want quality. And so that's why I have to figure out what I want to do with the community, because I was thinking of having a community. But anyway, go to dramacompanion.com. What you will see before you sign in is this page right here. My slogan is more theater, less prep. More theater, less prep. Craft your unforgettable, ready to teach drama lesson with ease. And if you want a free lesson, type that and you'll get a free lesson. Okay? Wonderful. Thank you so much. You're going to have an amazing time with this app. Bye.